everyone. In this video, we're going to tell you why we love boondocking so much, some of our top reasons, and we're also going to go through some of the apps that help us with finding boondocking spots. Also, well, you can hear the wind. We're on our iPhone, and we've had a lot of people say we need to upgrade. We need to step up our game.
Our sound game.
Sound game. So we have another camera we're going to give a try, and we'd like to hear your comments on if it's better. So let's get on with this video, and in a minute you will see the new camera setup, or you will hear it more so. So let us know what you think, and let's get going. One of the top things we really like about boondocking is the flexible check-in and check-out time. You can come at any time. You can come at morning, check in at night, 8 o'clock at night.
And the pitch black?
Pitch black, or you can leave at 6 o'clock at night. There's just no specific time you got to come and go.
But hey, we got to check out now.
Oh, I guess it's all relative. Time to get out of here.
Bye.
The number 2 reason we'd like boondocking would be it's out in the middle of nowhere.
So remote.
So remote. So your boondocking spots are mostly out of cities, metro areas. So you're kind of like in the middle of nowhere, like we are right now in Arizona. And it affords you great sunrises, sunsets,
stars,
tons of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And let's go to number 3 while we're here.
Well, we've got you.
Yeah, while we got you here. Number 3, it's free. Yep.
Gotta love that.
Gotta love that. Most places have limits of 14 days, some 21 days, and of course there's a lot of stipulations with that. But hey, you can't complain about free.
No.
Not when you've got this kind of beauty.
Another cool thing about boondocking is if you're into clothing optional, well, you could have yourself a good time out here. But we're a little bit more modest than that. Number 4 of why we like boondocking is, and it kind of ties in with getting out with nature, is it really kind of slows your pace down. It's calming, meditative, and quiet.
Yeah, it's windy. Let's see how the camera's doing now. How's it doing? Good? Good? Yeah. Give us thumbs up and just mention it in the comments. And the final thing that we like about boondocking is it's a challenge. It's like a treasure hunt to find the perfect quiet spot. The further you go, the quieter it becomes. Those big rigs and big RVs can't go so deep, so they always seem to jump off at the first available spots. But when you got a great Storyteller Overland Mode 4x4, you just keep going further, further, and
you're rewarded.
You're rewarded. That's our top 5 things that we like about boondocking. And now let's get on to some of the apps that help us get that perfect spot.
See ya.
We had a great boondocking spot, and even came with a gate. How cool is that? Right there is your camping sign. So I think you kind of trick people into thinking, hey, 2 nice private spots there. Thank you. Is it just perfect?
It is.
Okay.
Don't you love it?
Whew. Yeah, Amy really likes her pillows that we got for the... Yeah. All right, I got my glasses on. Now we're down to business. We want to kind of tell you the apps that we use that really help facilitate or help us find these boondocking spots. We first started off with Campendium at the top. Oh yeah, great, of course. Unfortunately, I would do a split screen and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Stop following us. All right, well, this is not going to work.
That's what it looks like. Current location?
No, yeah, look at that.
It's not working. Okay.
So we start off with Campendium, and yeah, that's a white screen.
Okay.
Oh, this is a total fail.
All right.
All right, so Campendium, let's try it again. And it's not focusing spot. Look at, we're in total focus. That's all that counts, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
There it is. Sorry. There's Campendium. It's a great app. They also have a website that you can use. we started off using that, and then all of a sudden, as we traveled, we started using iOverlander. Right there, right next to it. They also have a website. It seems really, really good to use. It seems like they're...
I'm helpful, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh, jeez, put that thing down. So it seems that the iOverlander one is really good on if you're using a PC, but both have apps and both are great. We really have now, after 7 months, started really relying on iOverlander. As you can tell, we're not sponsored. We use we both use the free parts of these apps. You can pay if you want, we don't. So very two helpful apps. When you go on the East Coast and you lose the public lands in the BLM, then it's a little bit more challenging. So then, you're smiling at me. So then all of a sudden we start using all stays. Let's try this again, and this time we'll take out all white. Me
again. It's
what is up? See, you should have let me use my iPhone. Whoever recommended upgrading your equipment, because this is what happens. This is what happens.
Anyway, Allstay is totally cool because it'll tell you Cracker Barrels, Cabela's, rest areas, and on the East Coast and the Midwest. Oh my gosh, rest areas. If you haven't tried them,
yeah, they're not bad. I mean, after a while, you start getting used to the noise, and those trucks that leave their generators or their AC units just rumbling.
Like
yeah, it's a hum to sleep.
Yeah.
So we really start using those. I'll kind of try to put in a couple of clip shops as we sit here and babble on about them, but those are the three we really use. Now we use other apps for pay camping and stuff like that, and maybe we'll touch on that in another video. But the ones that we really like right now are iOverlander.
Right.
We'd like to do an honorable mention, and we use the if I'm pronouncing this right, the Gaia maps. And
that's the only one you've paid for?
Yeah. We actually paid for that because it was so impressive. It gives you layers, they call it, so you can put layers on your map. It will give you BLM land or public lands. It will give you light noise, cell phone coverage, and just forest fires as well. So they're so sophisticated, and they just recently came out with a 3D. So you could zoom in and you'll have 3D. So if you're going like where we are right now in Sedona, and you can see the topography, and it's like, wow, it's great and everything, but you can zoom in and hit some 3D stuff, which they just released on their PC version. So you can do that. Of course, we are not sponsored by any of these, and the only one we pay for is Gaia. And so we hope that helps. Go over there. All you have to do is download the app, and you can just play with them. Really user-friendly, and check them out. We started doing it before we actually got our van, so we had these apps, and we were checking out places. The good thing about Gaia is you can actually mark your location, put a little note, put a little tent there, so you know where you stayed, on what date you stayed. You can always come back to it if you liked it.
And well, which ones are good if there's no signal? iOverland, right? If
iOverlander.
you don't have a signal.
Yeah. For some reason, if you go in there, it'll download onto your iPhone, or I'm not sure about Samsung's, but if you go in there, it will download the area. So if you don't have a signal, you can still go in there. Now you can't look at pictures and stuff, but you can still look at the reviews of that area. And then, of course, every time you get into one of these apps, whether Campendium or iOverlander, you can always hit, hey, I'd like to mark it on Google Maps, Apple Maps, sometimes Gaia Maps, and it will take you right to that app, and you can just put a little pin. So definitely iOverlander if you're not using a signal at that point, but absolutely critical to our survival in boondocking. So those are the apps that we use most, and we hope you enjoyed this short video, but maybe long, since we've just been babbling on here. And hopefully we can get some clips in here. Otherwise, go check out their apps. They will certainly help you.
Cheers.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thumbs up if you like Amy's pillows.
I love them. They're so cute.